We shift gears to the Professor Clutch Werx Pro Cup Series. And man, this one had everything. Alex Kirk started the night as the SRI Pole Award winner with a 13.155, but thanks to the invert, it was Bubba Long and Damian Jenks leading the field to green.
And right from the drop, Bubba said, "See ya!" Launched that thing like it had a NASA sticker on it. Damian Jenks tucked into second, and from there it was absolute chaos behind him. 3 wide, 2 wide, you name it. The mid-pack looked like an iRacing server after midnight. You had Henning, Heslink, Heschel, and Kirk all clawing for every inch.
Yeah, Alex Kirk started third and was driving like he was late for a Tinder date, just slicing through the field. He got underneath Jenks for second, made it stick, and then you had Jimmy Jingles, yes, that's really his name, trying to pass anything that moved. It was bumper cars with purpose.
Meanwhile, Bubba Long was in a different zip code. The 11 cart was absolutely gone. While the pack fought over scraps, Bubba was halfway to Mooresville. Behind him, Kirk settled into second, and Jenks, Jingles, and Heschel had a three-way fight that looked like it could go either way at any second.
Yeah, it was like a brawl in a Waffle House parking lot. Everyone throwing haymakers, nobody backing down. And poor Heslink, he was trying to keep up, but I think he got more chrome horn than clean air. The man earned that 4th place.
Then we got that 5 to go caution, and everything changed. Bubba on the outside, Kirk on the inside, Jenks and Jingles in row 2. The green dropped, and Bubba got one heck of a launch. That high side came in clutch. He just ripped it out of 2 and cleared Kirk like it was nothing.
Kirk tried to hang with him, but Bubba was just too strong. Behind them, Jingles and Heslink were at it again, trading paint and pride. Heschel was there too, watching the fireworks, maybe thinking about what could have been.
And let's give Kirk credit. He closed the gap late, but Bubba just had too much. He takes the win. The crowd goes nuts, and you can practically hear the tech guys warming up the wrenches before he even parked it.
Yeah, they did. They tore that engine down to the head, and for once in DNQ history, the guy passed. Shocker. Bubba Long's first Pro Cup win, legit as it gets. The man finally cashes in after months of getting beat like a rented mule.
So your top 5 tonight: Bubba Long gets his first career Pro Cup victory. Alex Kirk comes home second. Jimmy Jingles third after a strong late race push. Thomas Heslink in fourth, and Casey Heschel rounds out the top 5. It's another classic Pro Cup finish. Fast, furious, and just a little bit wild.
Yeah, and somewhere, Steve Post is still down there in victory lane.
Come on over here, having himself a nice cold frosty beverage. Bubba, congratulations. How cool is this?
Well, that's not too bad, but I really want to thank James Elwood for letting me borrow the motor. But my only goal to come out here tonight was to wreck that 46 that turned me right at the Darlington race. I was coming to kill him. I didn't care about anything else, but the old horse still runs good. We'll come back again and try it again next time.
Well, okay, so the car runs good. At what point during the night did you not worry about that other guy and decide, well, we might just well go win this thing?
When I never saw him turning off for turn 2 the first lap, I said, fuck it, we in it for the ride now.
And we're here for the ride, no doubt about it. Absolutely awesome. You got a rough crowd over here, though. My gosh, I'm telling you, are these your friends?
See, there's one thing you got to learn about racing. You never make friends at the track, you bring your friends.
That's a good-looking bunch. Well, no, that's a rough-looking bunch of human beings. Congratulations.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is. Bubba Long picks up the win here tonight at Millbridge Speedway. Kirk, a great run. Ended up with $150 from LRD Designs and James Wall. But, Alex, what more did you need there at the end?
I think I looked right as we walked up. I think I missed it on a gear. We got in that long run, and I was peeking at the Micron. And I wanted to see a number, and I was about 100 RPM off, and that's my fault. I made a choice. I didn't go with it.
He didn't miss shit.
Go on.
Oh. There you go.
No, it was a really good kart. Thank you to James Edwards, Mystery Performance. We were up till 11 o'clock last night, putting the nose back on it, putting tires on it. Everybody's been working their ass off with their full-time job and then trying to put this back together. The last mini Millbridge, I hit everything but the fucking trailer, so it was rough. Just thanking everybody that supports this. Plus Power, Bill Weidman for a hell of a motor he built. Race Electronics, LRD for putting the money up for the fastest lap of the race. Eddie for a hell of a show he puts on. We have a blast. Thank you to everybody that comes out and supports Reagan, my wonderful other half, for allowing me to do this on a school night. I know I've been in a pissy mood all day because I don't like building a car untested, and I've been in a bad mood all day, just unquestioned. So thank you to everything, and, another good night.
The Alex Kirk Racing Experience with a second place run. All right, where's Jimmy Jingle? Place run here tonight. Just tell me about your ride here at Millbridge.
I ain't got a lot to say. I just had a blast. I just wanted to make it down here where they had cold beer. That was my only goal because I was really parched up there, and I left my cooler at home. I'm like, what a moron. So thanks, Eddie, for the big cooler of beer. And
Remember who you told was going to come home with this? That was me.
yeah, him, he's talking shit. He missed the gear, fastest lap of the race. Listen to him whine.
Man, yeah. But I wonder if he brought his cooler.
Yeah, I did. I was waiting on Eddie's. This is the cooler that matters.
Nice job, Jimmy. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
Jimmy Jingles, a third place run. A bunch of characters out here in the DNQ series, and that's what makes this so much fun. You need to join us sometime here at Millbridge Speedway. The Professor Clutch Works DNQ series, that is the Pro Cup drivers and our top 3 finishers.
And when the dust finally settled on the big track, it was Bubba Long standing tall. The 11 machine was absolutely dialed in tonight. Smooth, fast, and flawless. From the drop of the green, Bubba looked like he'd been saving his best stuff all season for this one.
Yeah, Bubba had that thing hooked up like it was running on Red Bull and conspiracy theories. No slip, no bobble, just pure domination. He checked out early, let the chaos happen behind him, and coasted to his first President's Cup win like a man who already knows he passed tech.
And that alone deserves a trophy. Bubba takes the top spot. Alex Kirk finishes second. Once again, proving he's one of the best all-around drivers in DNQ. No flash, no drama, just results. If consistency was horsepower, that 18K would be a rocket.
Third place goes to Jimmy Jingles, and that's a well-earned podium. The guy's been knocking on the door for months, and tonight he finally put together a clean, composed drive on the big track. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and in fourth, Thomas Hessling, the rookie. You want to talk about a guy growing into his own? He was wheeling that cart like he'd stolen it from his own team. Smart, smooth.
Casey Heschel rounds out the top 5. Textbook drive from him. He was in the fight all race, gave those guys up front a hard time, but couldn't quite break through the traffic late. 6th place, Damian Jenks. Fast, but man, the setup just fell off at the end.
7th goes to Joe Henning, another consistent run, solid points night. 8th, Brian McRae, who kept it clean and steady after a rough start. Brad MC Elrath in 9th. Not the night he wanted, but still a top 10. And in 10th, Big and Yost, the DNQ veteran who somehow made that thing work, despite probably not touching the scales since July.
Yeah, Big Gun's the only guy whose setup notes include pray for grip. OMC Donald finishes 11th, Nicholas Erlanger 12th, and Aaron Pluff rounds out the field after that early exit. Tough break, but he'll be back.
So there you have it. Bubba Long takes the win in the Pro Cup President's Cup, followed by Kirk, Jingles, Hessling, and Heschel rounding out the top 5. A huge win for Bubba and a perfect way to close out the big track portion of the night.
Yeah, Bubba wins the Cup, passes Tech, and nobody threw a punch. That might be the rarest thing we've seen all season.
Hey, that's progress for DNQ, baby. Big track, big speed, big fun. We'll take it.
Tonight's big track action came down to one thing: who could handle the speed, the grip, and the chaos when it mattered most. The Professor Clutch Works President's Cup brought the fastest Pro Cup carts together, and Alex Kirk proved once again he's the guy to beat on the long layout.
Yeah, Kirk came in with that quiet confidence. Didn't say much, didn't flex, just rolled out, nailed every braking zone, and made everybody else look like they were stuck in eco mode. The 18K machine was hooked up. Dude's got that same calm intensity you see in poker players and people trying to fix Wi-Fi at 3 a.m.
He doesn't make mistakes. While the rest of the field is sawing the wheel like it's a boat race, Kirk's out there driving smoother than a Tesla on autopilot. The big track takes discipline, and that's what won him this thing.
Casey Heschel came home second, just 8 points back. A great run for him all night, fast, consistent, and clean. He pushed Kirk all the way to the end, and honestly, if that final caution had fallen one lap sooner, we might be telling a different story.
Yeah, Heschel had the speed, just couldn't quite close the deal. Joe Henning grabbed third, a veteran drive from him, kept it tidy while everyone else was bouncing off the curbs like pinballs.
Brad McElrath in 4th, another solid showing. The guy's got the pace, he just needs a little less drama. And rounding out the top 5, Big Un Yost, the only guy who looks like he's having fun even when the steering wheel's halfway off. So there it is. Alex Kirk claims the President's Cup as the best driver on the big track. Precision, pace, and pure focus, that's what it takes to win here. Heschel, Henning, MC, Elrath, and Yost all making their mark, but tonight, the 18K team stands alone.
Hey, the tech shed's open if anyone wants to challenge it, but something tells me Kirk's already halfway home with that trophy.
Yeah, and probably already turned his GoPro footage into a driver coach reel. That's your President's Cup, folks. Kirk on top, the rest chasing daylight.